Dr. Doom. Nice one. I haven't worn this one in a while. What do you think? Thanos or Dr. Doom? Who's the greatest supervillain of all? Darkseid, Joker. Curious. Let's vote. So low. Hi everybody. Welcome. So if you're watching this video, if you saw the last video of my wife scaring me, this is this same night. This is April 18. Let me turn this down a little bit more. Oh, it's down pretty low. All right, so this is April 18. It's Wednesday night, and I told you, it's the same night. That video, I was trying to test out something, like I was saying about the little Spider-Man head, because I wanted to start practicing, because I moved my computer over here, my screen is over here. I got the area in front of me over here clear so I can open my thing. And I got to get out of the habit of staring at the screen while I'm talking to you. So the Spider-Man head, which is this, is my point of focus from now on. So it reminds me that, I'm talking to Spidey, which Spidey represents you guys, and you guys represent Spidey. So in the mail I got, I'll just look over from time to time to make sure that everything's in focus. So that's that. So this is my box of Conans that came in the mail, and I'm happy to get them because now I'm on a mission to collect Conans from when I was a kid. I had a lot of Conans too, and I loved Conan. My uncle had turned me on to Conan because he liked comic books, but he liked the barbarian comic books. He liked comic books like that, westerns, army, barbarian type stuff. So that's how I got into Conan. So and I actually save these as I use them in the back right there. I clip the comic books to them. Then I clip this to the front of the comic book box. I clip this to the front of the comic book box with some clippers. So then I put the comic book on top of here so I don't clip the comic book and ruin it. And then it helped me decorate the back over there. So I save these for that purpose. And if you want to know how I did, well, let me show you how I did that, because I think that might be interesting. You might want to see. I'm looking at the thing there. I got to get used to that. So what I want to do is let me show you how these boards that come in the comic books. You guys order comic books. Sometimes you get these boards right here, right? What I did was I'll take. If you want to do it, you can. It's a way of hanging, just for decoration. It's a way of hanging the comic books on here. So what I actually did was I got a hold of these, the smallest of these binder clips. See these little binder clips? These are the smallest ones you can get. They're called small. They're just called small. All right, binder clips. And this is the board, and I make sure it fits inside of the comic book drawer. I basically take two of these, right? Let me show you. Take two of these. I'm still doing it. Can't help it. I'm doing it. I take two of these binder clips, right? I put one over here, and I put one over here, like so. These attach the board to the front side of the comic book drawer box. On the comic book drawer box, there's a thin piece right here, thin enough. When you fold it, you should know it's right here. This I clip to that front thin piece behind the comic book drawer. The comic book itself, I place in the center of this board, right? For example, I'll place the comic book like this, right? Put the comic book like this. I'll take a little piece of Scotch tape and just nip it right here, press it here, press it on the back. I take a little piece of Scotch tape, press it up here, press it here, and press it on the back. The clip is not on the comic book. It's on the cardboard. The cardboard is clipped to the back side of the drawer box. And that's how I decorate the drawer box up there with those little clips. They would have put little pictures up there. So if you got comic book drawer boxes and you want to, what I would like to call the cheap man's way of decorating the front of the box, this is it. The cardboard that comes in the mail with your comics, the comic book, a little teeny piece of scotch tape here, teeny piece of scotch tape here, and 2 small binder clips that you can get at any Staples hardware, whatever, Staples office supply. And there you go. That's what you got. All right. So I wasn't planning on discussing that, but what the hell? Since you're here, let's talk about it. So that's how I did that. So not too overly complicated or scientific. Not too overly scientific. And then what I'll usually do is I got me a box cutter. Don't throw away this part either. This whole box. Once you get this cut to the right length, to the exact measurements of the comic drawer box, here's your what they call it, your what's the word I'm looking for? I guess your outline or your stencil. And you can just take a pencil and you can. Here's one here. Here's 2, 3. You got 3. 1. So now you got 4. Now you got 4. And again, it's a very cool thing. I'll give you a close-up shot of it, but you know, that's just how it is. It's nothing crazy or fancy about it. I'll tell you what I'll do. Since you're here, I'll just go ahead and take you over there and give you a close-up of how it actually looks. How it actually looks. But for the most part, those that know. Yeah, let me show you. Let me give you a close-up of what I'm talking about. So, for example, look at this Avengers 100, right? See? Here's the cardboard box. The clip is right there. Now the clip is clipped to that inside slot of the comic book box. There's that little piece of space right there. It's clipped right against that. The comic book itself is held in place by a tiny piece of scotch tape right there on the top. It goes around the back. Same thing on the bottom. Same thing on the bottom. It's a little piece of scotch tape. You can barely see it, but it's there. There it is right there. See the scotch tape? And then boom. The binder clip is right there. See the binder clip? And then and there it is. It hangs, nicely right there. You know what I'm saying? And what would be probably pretty cool, if you can get those cardboards, if you could find that cardboard in different colors to accent the outside of the book, that would be even extra awesome, because that yellow cover would go nicely against a black background. This black background of this comic book would go well against a back, maybe a bright white frame or a bright yellow frame or red. You can accent the outside. So it's the same thing here. Here's the cardboard. It's not touching the comic. It's right there on the clip. There's another one on this side. The comic book is held in place at the top by a small piece of tape. And there it is. Just hangs in the front of the box. Easily removable, so you can get into the box and then you can put it back. So it adds as a little, help with the backdrop a little bit. It helps with the backdrop. All right, so it's again it's not rocket science, but any questions, you know how to do it. All right, so I didn't plan on doing this, but I'm glad I showed it because I think everything matters. I mean, even the littlest thing, because I'm on a super tight budget. I mean, my budget's so tight. I've named my budget the Virgin. Okay, that's how tight my budget is. So that's an innovative, cheap, inexpensive, no harm done to none of my products way of displaying my covers on the front of my comic book boxes. Because looking at the plain old comic book box, it's not really that exciting. You know what I mean? Alright, so let me go and do another. Let me cut this video short and show you the Conans I got in the mail later.